this is the Centre de Danse de Marais, where I spent about a year and a half in my 3 years in Paris, attending a pre-professional dance school as an auditeur. So this is the main building. Beethoven, almost every morning, 9:30 class. There's somebody in class right now, so I can't show you the inside. But this is the place where I would spend around 20 hours a week and training with pre-professional students who are around 15 to 17 years old, and I was 48. They had 30 hours a week, I had 20 hours a week. They had amazing technical skills and flexibilities, and I had my own. That was non-comparable, but it was they were very kind and welcoming, although I was so much older and not as great. So this is Beethoven, as I was saying. Usually in between classes, and I'll take a little break, have a coffee, and then go back to class. Hi, Wally. Hello. Thanks for being my cameraman today.
faculty 3號啊？
超級極掛住。Number 2，我而家諗起都好想食。One of the big challenge was also like we have to drink at least 2 liters of water a day to train aqua. Okay, 唔該晒。People say that it feels like I'm very brave for leaving a company and following what I love, my passion. Actually, my perspective is that being brave is like you are very afraid of something and then you still push yourself to do it, or you jump in front of a bus to try and save someone. That's courage, that's bravery. For me, it was like going to the bathroom. Didn't take any courage. It's like I have to go to the bathroom, because if I don't go to the bathroom, I'll have serious problems. So you just get up and you go. Bonjour, monsieur. Bonjour, madame. Ça va? Bien, merci.
Vous êtes très élégante.
Pardon?
You're elegant. You're so elegant.
I'm elegant. I'm making a YouTube video talking about my life in Paris.
Okay,
And
like
I'm
your
talking-
lifestyle.
I'm talking about how this was my favorite chocolate shop for 2 years. Oh, sorry, it still is my favorite chocolate shop. This is what?
For 2 years?
Yes.
But you know me more than 2 years, so
When
who
I
will
was
be
living-
between?
Cannot find this chocolate anywhere else in the world except Japan.
And few places in Japan, like in fact only one, like Nagano.
Nagano?
Yep.
Oh, and everything is designed and made by Edwart. Chocolate extraordinaire.
Thank you.
Au revoir.
Have a nice day.
Ciao. How did I know I wanted to dance? The first time was when I was in Macau. I was watching this live performance. There was this guy on stage. He was doing a very simple movement. He was basically just rocking back and forth, but he was so present. When I looked at him, I felt like he was completely there, from his brain throughout his body. He was at 200% in that moment. And I wanted that feeling. I wanted to know what it's like to be living in the moment when your brain is silent and you're not worrying about the future or regretting or being angry about the past, something that you didn't do. You just connected to everything else around you. That's the feeling that I love about dancing. And that was when I knew I wanted to dance. This is the street that I was living on when I moved to Paris in 2018. It's the first arrondissement. Right in front of us is the Saint-Martin, which back then it was under renovation. It opened only after COVID. And here there's this Japanese restaurant. I used to come here at night because they have this 23 euros buffet. And then this is the entrance to my apartment. This building that used to be, this whole building was a perfumery called Lubin. And then the first floor is still with this perfumery. And then the second and first floor is apartment. And this is where I live. For almost 3 years. I left during COVID time. Before I left, we would run. Wally and I would like sneak out and run on the river. Feels like so long ago. Twice in my life, I got very sick. The first time was when I was 38. They told me that I got too ill and I couldn't have kids anymore. It was quite a shock for me because growing up, the dream life, the happy life was to get married, have beautiful kids, and live happily ever after. And obviously that couldn't happen. So it took me some time to accept that idea. And it was hard. I cried for a year. Now I'm good about that. And then the second time I got even sicker was when I was 42. That time I thought maybe I was reaching the end. It was very hard because I couldn't get out of bed. I had to stop working. And my whole body was swollen. I couldn't wear clothes. I couldn't sleep. I could barely eat. Even the inside of my ear canal was swollen. That's how bad my body was reacting to everything. They gave me more drugs. I got worse. There was this one doctor. She gave me 3 different drugs, 3 different sedatives. One for the morning, one for the afternoon, and one for at night. And then she said, if you still can't sleep at night, you can take this professional sleeping pill. And then I thought, wow, I'm gonna die on a drug overdose maybe. And you couldn't find any other solutions. You take anything the doctors give you. One night I asked my cousin to pray with me. I asked her to pray with me and say, dear God, if this is the life you have planned for me, to be dependent on drugs and pills, then I accept it. That was a turning point. You just completely let go of all the illusion of control that you think you have with your life. You think you make the right decisions, work hard, and do your best, and life will be perfect because there is a path of happiness that you're supposed to follow, and everything will be great and you live happily ever after. Actually, life doesn't work like that, does it? Everything that I thought or expected to happen with my life, that I planned around it, to have kids, to retire with my last company, none of that happened. But I'm happy. Now, maybe happy is not the right word, peaceful. What this whole experience taught me was that even if life doesn't turn out as you had hoped, expected, or thought that it should, you can still make it beautiful.